It's 90.3 FM, KEXP. New Death Cab for Cutie.
Yes.
Off the album,
Transatlanticism.
Transatlanticism. Okay, that's not bad. I can do that.
It'll be okay. Say it a couple times.
Yeah.
Say it 3 times fast.
Yeah, sure. October is when it's coming out.
October 3rd, yeah.
You must be pretty excited about that.
I'm very excited about
What
it.
number would this make? What number, full-length or release or...
This is a 4th official full-length, 5th if you kind of count the old tape and singles and rarities collection thing that came out last year, and then a couple EPs and some singles. So.
And talk a little bit about when Death Cab formed. When exactly was that time and place?
It was like summer of '97 or so in Bellingham, and I was in this other band that was kind of just, hanging out and playing shows, and I'd written a bunch of songs that didn't fit that band, and decided to do this side project thing. And I just met Chris, and he had just moved to Bellingham, and he just bought a new 8-track and a really bad Ramza board, and we decided to, you play the instruments and I'll record it, and we just kind of made this tape, and then tape kind of circulated, and we started playing shows, and things kind of picked up from there.
Are you originally from the Northwest?
Yeah, I was. My dad was in the Navy when I was a kid, but I was born in Bremerton, spent all my formative years there in like elementary school and high school, living in Bremerton, and then went to school in Bellingham.
Do you live down here now?
Oh yeah, I live in Seattle. I live on Capitol Hill.
Oh, okay.
So it took me 5 minutes to get here.
Oh, you're in my hood.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's good. So do you get back to Bellingham and very often, or is it?
Here and there. It's Bellingham is a wonderful place, but it also is a college town. I mean, it has a transient population. So,
sure.
People. I don't have a lot of people up there still that I'm really close to. Most people that I'm friends with, still from that time, or all live here in Seattle or live in other cities. So.
Well, Bellingham gets put with Death Cab's name a lot.
Yeah.
And it adds kind of a mythical idea of what Bellingham is. Just like Olympia's kind of got a certain feel to it, or certain, when you see it printed, it's always got a certain feel to what they're saying about it. And you've been responsible for a little of that. People go up there, and it's an interesting town. I mean, we have some good music comes out of Bellingham.
It does, yeah, absolutely.
And it continues to. We have bands down all the time on the local show from Bellingham, and they're all happy about the community up there and playing. Not a lot of places to play, but a lot of houses to play.
Yeah. I think that it's, as a college town, there were places that kind of pop up here and there that were doing. I think the hardest thing to do was, when we were there, was to do all ages shows, and there's this place, the Show Off Gallery, which apparently is no more, that this kid Frankie, who's one of the people that works over at the Graceland, he used to live there and book shows there, and we used to play there all the time, and yeah, I mean, it's a really great place, and I think we all kind of hit a point where it just became time to leave. We'd kind of done our time there,
right?
But I love going up there, and it's every time I go back there, I'm like, man, this would be great to live here again. Maybe someday.
You've been in and out of town a lot, but is there anything? I mean, I'm sure there are, but what bands in Seattle right now are like you're really into, you're liking, I mean, what have you been seeing lately here in town?
The one thing that I'm really, really, really into right now is that band Smoosh.
Yeah,
which I think is the most amazing thing.
They played here.
I know. I listen to the show.
Yeah.
I think they're the most amazing thing I've ever heard.
They are
in recent years.
11 and 9. They're a duo, and I got their demo months ago. Their dad came up with them, and then Sean Nelson, one of the Audio Oasis hosts, and out touring with Long Winters right now. We got to have him up. I said, I'm glad you said it. I was kind of feeling weird. Am I the only one who's into this?
I think it's phenomenal. I mean, our drummer Jason McGurr teaches. I'm unfortunately don't know their names. But teaches the 9-year-old drums, and I can't believe how good they are being that young, and not even in that endearing. Oh, isn't it cute? Somebody picked up some drumsticks and is playing drums. No, they can really play, and the sense of melody and structure for being that age is absolutely phenomenal.
Someone was saying, is Quasi? Is this like early Quasi or something that they're playing? And all of a sudden they were being interviewed, and it's this 11-year-old voice.
Oh yeah,
it's the cutest thing.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's up online too. I'm pretty sure we have it up archived, so people should check it out.
They absolutely should, and I believe, if I could make a plug for the Smoosh website.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Which is, I think, www.smoosh.com. SMOOSH.
We'll make sure to get that up on our playlist.
Yeah, and it's pretty amazing. So I mean, there are adult bands that I think are pretty great.
Sure.
I mean, I think a lot of them are on Barsook, so it's kind of making plugs. I think the new Long Winters record is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I'm biased not only being friends with them, but also being on the same label. But yeah, I mean, it's. I think Smoosh is the big plug for the day. I think they're pretty amazing.
Well, that's fine. I agree with you 100%. All right, we're gonna do another song.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be my last one. I've run out of songs, and I'm way over caffeinated right now. Like the nerves of being on the radio, and then the shaky nerves of coffee.
That's why I'm only gonna live to about 35.
Yeah,
because I pretty much do that every day. It's awful.
Yeah, I'm going to. Hold on a second. For this one, this is the last one, so I'm gonna make sure you may want to talk about something, because I'm gonna just do this.
I don't know. I got like 10 minutes left in my show. I don't know what we're gonna do with the last 2 minutes, but we'll make it happen. Are you? Is there a Seattle show that people have been asking a lot about? If any of the bands would be playing again in Seattle, which is an interesting question when you're talking about a local bands, I should say.
Yeah,
there was the 2 shows at the Croc, and those did really well.
Yeah, they were really fun. Unfortunately, I mean, we're going to be, we had this tour of Australia that was going to run right up until we were going to be playing the Capitol Hill Block Party. Mm-hmm. But we had previously booked this Australian tour that it got extended past that day, and we were really bummed. It was like, we really wanted to play that, but we have to be down there. We had this thing previously booked,
right.
And the trip got extended. So I really think that it's most likely not going to be until with everybody's schedules until probably for the fall before Death Cab plays, and
Fair enough.
Who knows when Postal Service are playing.
I get a lot of questions about that too, so that's good.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to do around the time the record comes out, just because we're going to be busy rehearsing. I mean, the new record is I think we're all really happy with it, and it's unlike the previous Death Cab records. We're going to have to learn how to play it, really learn how to play it.
Yeah.
And we made an effort this time to. I mean, every record that we've ever made, we end up touring half the songs for 4 months and then going in the studio and recording them, and it's just everything comes out. It's going to be an equally easy and daunting process to try to deconstruct the songs and make them better after you've been playing them for so long, because your ideas of how they sound have been formed so well. But with this record, I just wrote songs, and then handed demos to everybody, and we just kind of started working on it. And a lot of the records are being difficult to reproduce.
Oh, yeah?
Which is exciting,
yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. So,
do you notice, too, when you down the road 6 months or whatever, even songs now that you did years ago, are they some of them completely different, or are they about the same? Do you see them evolve even past after you've recorded them and played them live?
Yeah, I think that there's some songs I wish we would have recorded differently from the very get-go. I mean, there's a song on the last Death Cab record, Blacking Out the Friction, that we recorded it one way and then we play it a completely different way, which I think we all think is a far more compelling presentation of the song than it is on the record. So, I mean, we do a little bit of that. A lot of it has to do with just, we don't necessarily improv or jam live, but there are times when crazy things happen, and then we, yeah, and then
a jam band and Death Cab doesn't usually
go
together in phrases.
I'm really adverse to the idea of the guitar solo.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's fun.
That's one of my. There are a few people who can do it well, in my opinion, but a lot of people who enjoy doing it. So
we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right, it's Ben Gibbard. He's live up here. He's going to do one more song. What song will you be?
This song is one of the songs on the Post Parlo EP split. It's and the song is called Farmer Chords.